With me, Ayushman Singh Jamwal. Our top story is the PFI conspiracy angle emerging in the wake of the Hathras case. After 4 people linked to the PFI were arrested in the Hathras case, the Uttar Pradesh police has intensified its probe into the role of the outfit in the state. Officials investigating the case claim that PFI members tried to incite violence. UP police has now launched a broader investigation to probe the background of those arrested and has questioned their associates. As part of the probe, their finances are also under the scanner. We're joined by Pranshu Mishra, who's reporting on the story. Pranshu, thank you for joining us. Good morning. What evidence has the UP police gathered from the 4 suspects so far?
See, that investigation is still going on, though all those 4 people arrested, they were sent into judicial custody. You should also note that CBI has yesterday announced that it is going to take over all the case. So it's also going to file a fresh FIR as far as the arrest of the PFI activist is concerned. But having said that, even if the CBI takes over this case, the entire probe or the entire focus on the PFI will continue as far as the state government is concerned. And the rationale behind it is that, see, this is not the first time when state government feels that there is a PFI angle to any sort of unrest which is happening in the state of Uttar Pradesh. If you recall the anti-CA protest of 2019, December 2019, at that point in time, the backdrop of violence we have seen across districts in Uttar Pradesh, around 100-odd people were arrested, and it was claimed that they have links with the PFI. And at that point in time, UP government has said that it is going to crack strong on the PFI. The links, the investment to the PFI would be probed into. And it has also said that it will request the center to actually ban this organization. Now, following that, there was a lot of events which developed on. The corona issue came in, the attention got diverted. And that sort of pursuing this case didn't happen as it should have been. And now, after the Hathras backdrop and the PFI angle is again emerged, there is a strong consideration in the part of in top accounts of the government that PFI should be probed into. It should be seen that where all its penetration is, which are the districts which are most vulnerable as far as PFI activities are concerned, how are the youth being attracted towards PFI, how is the organization actually working on the field. So and that's the reason why over the past 48 hours, there have been a lot of searches in districts like Bahraich and Rampur, from where 2 of the accused who were arrested in connection to Hathras case belong to. People have been questioned to know more about their links, more about the people whom they have been in touch with. So in that sense, you can say that even if the CBI takes over the case, the larger attempt to work out the PFI's roots in the state of Uttar Pradesh, that is what is on the agenda of the state government.
Pranshu, also take us through the modus operandi of the PFI that is under the scanner.
Well, see, the government feels, the UP police feels that PFI is being funded. And it may also be funded by the foreign lands or the offshore sources. There is still unverified report that it has got substantial amount of funding even before the Hathras case. Now, we are also hearing that the UP government is sharing details with the Enforcement Directorate, and if the Enforcement Directorate will feel the merits in this case, it may actually be moving forward in the coming week to take over this case or start looking into some aspects of this entire PFI case. The basic the thought process in the government is that PFI has a sinister design. It actually wants to create unrest in the state. And whenever such an event happens, which is, the cause of a possible law and order situation, it may be Hathras, it may be anti-CA protest, it actually tries to cash upon the rising sentiments or the anger of the people. And in that case, its activities becomes quite enhanced. That is what the feeling in the part of the UP police and the government is. And in this particular case, they are, of course, looking into that whether the group of people who have been arrested, they were an individual module or they were being funded and supported by a larger group of people behind them. If they got funding, which were the places from where they got funding, whose accounts were being used for the funding, and in whose accounts the money actually came in. So all these things are being looked into. But government says that it has firm reasons to believe that PFI has sinister designs in Uttar Pradesh, and therefore it's high time it feels that the larger probe into its role and into its presence in the state of Uttar Pradesh, that should be done.
Thank you, Pranshu, for that update. The UP police expanding its probe into the PFI and